EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The first of two here on a Monday night, the opener for these two teams as we're underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Fields going to throw on the first play. The connection here with Nelson Agholor. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
I know some guys, they love to start the year off with a deep shot downfield, trying to begin things with a home run ball. That might be the more exciting option, but I think that this was the smarter play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. Second and 6. Now Fields. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And the Niners are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. Big strides, look at him go. And finally down at the 32-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 60 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
His throw incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now a 2nd and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearsall. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Purdy will look to throw again here.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Jet touchdown.
Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
Seven 0 is our score, ready for the dynamic kickoff as this one's away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Now Purdy. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. Here's Purdy. That's caught downfield by Kittle.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle, 35 yards.
And the 49ers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Moody good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
That's to the former Lion, Josh Reynolds.
And out across midfield down to the 45. 23 yards on the play.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Paul on to give up the middle.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 26. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. and he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Straight ahead is Hall, and he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The Jets with the football here to start the second. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Fields. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Allen is into the end zone for a Jets touchdown. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9. Purdy bootlegging it.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Shotgun now with Purdy. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. And that gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 1.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And, Brandon, you know that expression, he just does what he does? It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
45 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
This is caught. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers.
Brock Purdy.
As the 1st half is winding down.
And the 49ers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Now Moody for the PAT.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. And he returns this to the 22.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Here's Fields.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
A final shot before the break. Fields. He's going up top for Taylor.
And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by Fred Warner. Off to the races. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Out of the gun, Purdy.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And his ability to track the football, that makes him one of the better slot receivers we're going to find coming into the league. Because once he catches the ball, he also turns it into additional yardage. Excellent hands, good route polish, and really competitive.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it.
Rolling to his... And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco.
Brock Purdy
with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns.
And the 49ers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Let's go.
Fields now to throw.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Bosa now with his second sack here on opening night.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, applaud.
A give running right is Hall.
And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team.
And he'll take a shot at the end of that one, and they'll begin right there.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Purdy now to throw.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Purdy from the gun.
He's got a man complete.
Now he breaks free in the middle of the field.
Touchdown, 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
70 yards.
And the Niners have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead now up to 14.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Here's Fields.
The ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the pin to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
To throw is Fields.
This play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11, 11, 11. It's 10. Hey, 10. Look right.
Now it's Fields.
Flush to his right. And got his man complete. And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Back to throw. Fields.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Fields.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll give to Hall. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will get inside the 20 and be touchdown just outside of the 15-yard line. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Now Purdy.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Purdy off the play fake.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
The Niners on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath.
He's across midfield.
And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. 31 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Well, same target, same result. It's Kittle.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the...
Touchdown 49ers!
Christian McCaffrey.
An 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Extra point try now for Moody.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. Now Hall to start the drive.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now Fields.
He's got it complete to Aguilar.
He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Here we go. You good? You got a mini base. Why not?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
And he is going to have a Jets first down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
Don't jump, ready?
Back to throw. Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
11. Hey, 10. Hey, 10.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Here we go, Snipe.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go.
So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
West, right, sit. Out, let's go. All right.
They snap it to Fields.
Escaping the pressure right.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week 1 primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more